Hi everyone. So it's going to be a slightly different moon messages for this cycle. As you can probably tell by now, I'm a little bit delayed in doing this. This is actually meant to be posted or recorded on or before the 30th, because the new moon was actually on Saturday the 30th. But I have been quite poorly the last few days, and just kind of had a hell of a lot going on. I've been on holiday and and had some parties and things like that, so just a lot going on. Also finding it quite difficult to kind of fit in readings at the moment, so kind of have to just squeeze them in as and when I can, hence being in my car at the moment. I have literally, I don't know, there's just a different type of energy that's going on with the cycles at the moment. It could be me, could be just stuff that I'm going through, but I also sense it a bit in the collective, with the people who are watching. I feel there's a kind of energy of I don't really care, or just like can't be bothered, or like just like I'm not bothered or something like that going on. And I could pick it up in the cards. I sat here and I brought my cards out with me to shuffle in the car and try and do it in the car. And I've actually got the cards in front of me, and I almost don't want to read them. There's like an energy of there's no point. Okay, and I think that did actually come through in the last moon messages, or it might have come through in one of the sort of pick a card readings or something like that, where it was just a feeling of there's no point, or why should I bother, or something like that going on. And actually I'm not going to read the cards, so I am actually going to honor the way that the energy is feeling, because if there are people out there who are feeling like this, I kind of feel like that too at the moment, and I feel like that should be honored and that should be respected. And there's a few things that have been coming up in my own sort of personal life recently. I just looked at the clock at 2:22, nice one. Where, and that's all about balance, so I'll go into that in a second. But there's there's a thing in my life at the moment where people around me, or people in society in general, can kind of just want you to put a face on, like if you're feeling rubbish, or if you're feeling low, or just put a face on, put a smile on, and just get on with it. And that can be something that we have kind of grown up with. It could be like something that's been conditioned in us, where people around us were like, just put a smile on it, just lift your chin up, and just pretend everything's fine. And it's like, no, like there needs to be some kind of honoring there of how you're feeling. Okay, so with this energy going on of I don't really care about the cards, like I don't really I don't want to hear the messages, I don't want to hear advice, I just want to be in my feelings. And I don't know, there's a feeling of nothing's going right for me, or nothing's happening, nothing's changing. And that was the message that I think came through on the last moon messages, and it's actually come through on this reading as well. I mean, I'll quickly read through, like I've got my car seat next to me. I'll quickly read through the messages. So we've got, it's time to take action, a time for healing, the answers you need are coming, you and your loved ones are safe, a fiery climax approaches, prosperity lies ahead but it's upside down, believe in the impossible. Now I remember a lot of these cards coming out before, and there seems to be a bit of conflicting messages there. So you've got like time to take action, but time for healing. And it's like, I think that's what's kind of happening. It's like 1 minute you feel like you want to take action on something, the next minute you feel like you need to rest and heal. And actually that's probably what it is. It's a fluctuation of both. It's an adjustment in your energy at the moment. And I think that's probably all you need to focus on. So there's not actually like a huge message in this reading other than to just go with how you feel in every given moment. If you feel rubbish, give yourself a rest, be with your feelings. If you feel like taking action on something, take action when you feel like you've got the energy. So yeah, I didn't want to go through the actual all the cards in this one. It's a bit different to normal. I just felt like kind of being honest with how the energy feels and how I'm feeling as well. And also I am just going to read out the crystal of the moon cycle. So we always have a crystal of the moon cycle, and actually the crystal's a bit unusual as well. It's actually not really a crystal. It's called, it is, but it's called petrified wood. Okay, so that's the crystal of the moon cycle. And I'm going to read through the description in the book. And interestingly, the description of the book, I have already read it to myself. Description in the book kind of goes with the 2 cards that I got before I shuffled, like before I'd even shuffled for you guys. I was shuffling like normally, I was like clearing the cards, and then 2 cards just popped out, and one of them was surrender to the divine, and one of them was nothing is set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone. And I thought initially they were for me, and I thought, well, I'm not going to put them on this video. But then when I read the description of this crystal, I was like, okay, maybe those cards were the only ones we needed to read. Because they talk about literally just going with how you're feeling again, like just literally being patient, like surrendering up to whatever's going to happen in your life. You know, if you feel like things are taking time or just not coming to fruition or nothing's changing, it's just a message to just know that nothing is set in stone. Okay, things do change, they will change. Just keep the hope, keep the faith, and just literally like let go and surrender to whatever is going to happen. Okay, and just trust. And this message here for this crystal is basically that. So I'm going to read through what the message is. So we still have got some messages for this moon cycle, but yeah, just not in the normal way that I normally read the cards for the moon messages. So I'll stop ranting now and just read out what the meaning of this crystal is. So, essential meaning of petrified wood: patience, timelessness, patience and trust in universal timing, going with the flow. The universe has its own ideas about when and how to bring your intention into form, but we can be impatient, forgetting that time allows a universal consciousness to get all the wheels turning so that what we wish to co-create can begin to manifest. The appearance of this crystal is a reminder to trust in the timing of the universe. Good things come to those who wait. Your message right now is to be open to divine order, for you cannot control the timetable or the form in which the universe expresses your intention. Focus on the process, putting one foot in front of the other as you work on your own growth and healing, and what you need will show up in perfect timing. Relationship message: healing is a process, and you can't force the conscious universe to operate at your preferred pace, and really you wouldn't want to, because there is a larger plan that accounts for so much that is invisible to you. Trust in the timing and all will work out just as it should. Focus on the learning and the loving in your relationships, on reconnecting to the conscious universe for guidance. You cannot determine whether this relationship is right for you now until you let go of the need to know all the answers instantly. Meditate, observe, take a break, and you will know which move to make and when to make it. I think that's kind of like goes with the message of, you know, healing one minute and then taking action the next. So you'll know when to take action, basically. Prosperity message: patience is required when intention is coalescing into form. So even if you are making every effort to secure a financial situation, recognize that the conscious universe may have different ideas about what you need and how to bring it about. Trust in universal timing. Do not obsess, and let petrified wood spirit help you be patient as what you need begins to show up for you. Crystal spirit meditation. Petrified wood teaches patience and reconnection with the wisdom of nature. It can assist those who view the world as materially based. Meditation with petrified wood can also be helpful in exploring and clearing ancestral patterns carried in DNA. Interesting. Yeah, it also just brings that it brings that energy of grounding, and it did mention nature a few times, and I've literally just been for a really long walk in the woods in nature, just to kind of ground my energy again, because I was just really feeling like I needed that space, that air, that yeah, bringing myself back down to earth. So there's a message there as well. I am being drawn to one of the cards. You and your loved ones are safe is the one that keeps coming up for me. I had to really think about what this meant, this card. I was really tuning into it because it was bringing up so many different messages, but I feel like the main message here is fear. Okay, this card represents fear. So there's a lot of fear coming up, and even if you don't feel like fearful, if you really don't, if you think, oh, I'm not really afraid of anything right now, I'm not really in fear about anything, it's more of an underlying fear. I feel like if someone was to ask you a question, like a direct question about a situation in your life, you would actually then realise that you do have a lot of fear going on about this situation. So this card is to literally remind yourself of any time that you feel in fear or just wobbly or resistant, like resistant's a good word, resistant to any situation, just say to yourself, I am safe in this moment. And literally bring yourself back to the present moment and just say, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe in this moment. Like, and I think, yeah, I actually heard that on my friend Katie's reading on YouTube this morning. And she was saying about just recognizing, like, if you are kind of feeling like, I don't know, in lack mentality at the moment, or you know, you're feeling like you haven't really got much going on for you, like same that energy at the start of the reading was kind of like, you know, nothing's working, nothing's changing, nothing's going on for me, kind of in lack mentality, victim mode, or you're kind of speaking from a fear-based place, because you're either in love or fear energy, and so anything that isn't love basically is fear energy. So what am I getting at? So yeah, if you ever feel like you're in that and you can hear yourself, just literally stop yourself, pause yourself, and just recognize that you are actually safe in this moment. You know, if you've got a roof over your head, if you've got a car to sit in, you know, if you're breathing, if your health's fine, if you've got love around you, like family and friends, just say, you know, I am safe in this moment, and just really, really feel into that. Okay. So that is it for the moon messages. Oh, really, really massive wasp outside my car. Lovely. At least it's not indoors. Okay, yeah, so that's moon messages, a bit different to normal, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if any of that resonates. If you want any of my contact details for any personal readings, or just to chat, then all the details are in the description box, the description box below. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Instagram, then yeah, just DM me, and or have a look in my bio link. But yeah, that's it. And I will see you hopefully with more sort of cards and messages and things and different type of energy in the next moon messages video. Okay, bye.